mighty fist of God, Armageddon will descend upon the city of Los Angeles, the city of sin.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Taco Tuesday here on Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, anybody. Good morning, everyone. Brandon, Looney Tunes Fan 2000. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Snorta Poops Cubers, my favorite polar bear on YouTube. Good morning. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you. Mr. Buttcrack Media is here. Get ya, Mr. Buttcrack Media. Project Cambrian, what is going on, my friend? Mahogany Draws. What is up, brother? How are you doing, guys? Make sure you're subscribed to Mahogany Draws. What a channel. Mark Dampingly Tired is here. He is our angry wrench in Valhalla, ready to shoot down anyone and anything that dares stand in our way. The lovely Sherry is here. Good morning, Sherry. How are you doing? Project Storytime is here. Good morning, brother. Daryl the Derelict says, greetings, program. Greetings, brother. How are you doing? Larry, the man so nice. You got to say his name twice. Good morning. How are you doing? Mr. Buttcrack Media, the lovely Sherry, Snorta Poopus Cuber, Southern Viking. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Dave G Sound. How you doing, brother? And good morning to the taco farmer, the man himself, Mexican Ironman.
Why are you white people so loud in the morning?
Because we can be.
Oh, God, I can. No wonder you like Vikings and Valhalla. White people conquered all your lands. Like I can just imagine. There I would be, sleeping in my teepee by the shores, and next thing I know, rah! And I'm like, wait, what's going on? Where's my tomahawk? Where's the pony? Someone get my bow and arrow. And if it happened before 10 a.m., God, my people would be conquered. Every village, every time.
Oh, well, it did happen before 10 a.m.
Oh, you white people get up too early.
It's the coffee.
I'm having coffee right now.
Okay.
I'm kind of cranky. Can you tell? I'm always cranky.
I can tell. I can tell. Is it because you moved out of Cali before they gave all the taco farmers $1.2 million in reparations for all the taco farming?
Wait, what? I'm missing out on some of that sweet reparation nectar. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, $1.2 million for every taco farmer in California.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
They've been talking about this shit for 2 years. Did they finally approve something?
Oh, apparently they did. It's not. It's not a law, but oh yeah. So California.
I need evidence of this.
Okay, California Taco Farmer Reparations Task Force formally recommends that the state offer payments of up to $1.2 million for every qualifying taco farmer resident. Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
What the fuck? Let me see this shit.
Oh, right here. Here you go.
You got it right there?
Yep.
What the?
Yeah. Task Force held a public meeting in Oakland, California on Saturday and voted on the final set of recommendations to be sent to the state's legislators. The 9-member panel called on the state to offer its taco farmer residents a formal apology in addition to money.
Well, that says black residents. It doesn't say taco farmer.
Oh, I see taco farmers.
All right, well, you know what? If I have to self-identify as black to get some of that sweet-ass reparation money, Mexican Ironman is now Mexican Iron Black Dude.
Reparations
yes,
are
I'm
not
going to change my name. I'm now Mexican. Hold on. First, I have to change my identity because I can self-identify, right? Isn't that what is the hot new trend right now?
Mm-hmm.
I am now Mexican Iron Black Dude. Okay, hold on. Let me change my thingy. Okay, and okay, let's show everybody my name now, my new name. Yeah. All right, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Okay.
Sign me up.
All right. Reparations are not only morally justifiable, but they have the potential to address long-standing taco disparities and inequality.
Oh, yes. The battle between taco and burrito is a battle forged in the racist fields of the California agricultural lands. Continue on, good sir.
The panel's recommendation breaks down payments by types of historical taco discrimination.
Sounds like me. Let's go.
Darker tacos affected by redlining by banks would receive $3,366 for each year they lived in California from the 1930s to the 1970s.
Well, that's not going to help me. I wasn't born yet. What the? Okay, let's get to the part where I get some money because I wasn't even born in those years.
Amounting to up to $148,099.
Man, this sounds like a ripoff so far. Keep going.
Similarly, dark taco residents could receive roughly $2,352 in compensation for over-policing and mass incarceration for each year they lived in California between 1970 and 2022. Those payments could amount to $115,000 and $260. In
well,
total,
that's still not helping me.
In total, from these and other payments,
I didn't get arrested till after 2000, till the year 2000. Keep going.
In total, from these and other payments included in the plan, a taco farmer who is 71 years old and has lived in California his entire life could receive up to $1.26 million, according to an analysis from the New York Times.
Well, I ain't got 25 years to wait. That 70 what? I don't know. That's like I'm not. I need that money now, Loki. I need that cash now. I don't need to be waiting till my 70s. For God's sakes, I got to get me some of that sweet nectar while I'm young and I can spend it.
June Wong with $5 Australian super chat. Thank you, June Wong. He says, Mexican Iron Black Dude, the origins of Mexican War Machine. Starring Don Cheadle as angry Mexican Iron Black Dude.
Oh my God, I love that. I love that. He could tell my story.
Thank you so very much.
You can tell my truth. All right.
Thank you so very much, June Wong, for that $5 super chat. This one's just for you. Skull!
about Monkey Jeebus is when he does those, he does them like the first one insults the shit out of me because he looks stupid, but he ends it on a high note, and I kind of like it. So it's like I got to take the good with the bad. It's pretty ingenious what he does. Saturday's meeting included opposition from some black residents, quote, demanding larger payments. An activist identified as Reverend Tony Pierce was one of the more outspoken people at the gathering, making reference to the famous 40 acres and a mule promised to former slaves when he took the podium. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, this guy. Share your sound. Let's hear him.
At Fogo de Chão, you don't need a reason to celebrate. But
Oh my
here
God,
is
it's an ad. I want to listen to the ad.
We'll play it without the audio, and then it'll come up in like 20 seconds.
Okay.
All right, we can.
God, why do I have to have a 20-second ad to do
You know
this?
that the number should be equivocal to what an acre was back then. We were, scroll up a little. We were given 40, okay? Hold on, I got to do this in my Mexican Iron black man voice. You know that the number should be equivocal to what an acre was back then. We were given 40, okay? We were given 40 acres.
Here we go.
You know what that number is?
Here we go.
That we not let this happen.
I want them out. I
Get
want
security.
that
Get
contingent
security.
out.
You keep trying to talk about now, yet you research back to slavery and you say nothing about slavery. Nothing. So the equivocal number from the 1860s for 40 acres today is $200 million for each and every African American. You're not supposed to be afraid.
Damn, what is he on?
To be afraid.
Cocaine's
You're
a hell
just
of a drug.
supposed to tell the truth. You're not supposed to be the gatekeepers.
What the hell is he on?
I don't know. Let it run a little longer.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to.
You're supposed to say what the people want and hear from the people.
This $1 million we're hearing on the news.
Oh, for God's sake. Ironcast with $5 super chat says Mexican Ironman Jackson Brown deserves his reparations for the crime of Taco Bell. Yes. Taco Bell. Yes. Taco Bell is an aberration. It is an into Six with a $20 super sticker. Thank you, Six. What is it? What super sticker is that? I don't have my other window open.
It is a lemon squeezing a lime.
Ooh, she could squeeze a lemon or on my lime anytime she wants. Ha ha.
It's a lemon person hugging and squeezing a lime. You got to make it sexual. You just have to.
What? It's Six. Dude, you know what it's like to be like on a 2 to 4 hour live stream with her? Like, and then you hear her voice and it's just so soothing. It's just, I'm just like, take my Amex card. Just go. Just do what you will. But come back.
God help you.
What? This is me at 9 in the morning. You should see by the time I get warmed up around 5, 6, 7 at night. Woohoo!
Most people who spoke at Saturday's meeting spoke in support of reparations. Despite such agreement, however, sparks flew through the chaotic, emotionally charged gathering as arguments broke out. Indeed, many attendees spoke out of turn and interrupted each other, including Kamala Moore, the task force chair, to call for security to remove people multiple times. The draft's recommendation noted that California entered the Union as a free state in 1850. It was 1850, but said that it did not pass laws at the time to guarantee freedom. The recommendation pointed out that for a decade after emancipation, California continued to allow the enforcement of the Fugitive Taco Act, which called for the capture and return of runaway tacos.
Well, look, here's the thing. I got 3 problems with this. Number 1. Well, maybe 2. Wait, 3. Wait, hold on, let me think in my head. 1, 2. Okay, I got several problems. Problem number 1. How in the hell did the black folk get in line ahead of the brown folk? Because the brown folk of California were the ones truly downtrodden, much more so than the black folk. The brown folk were there. There we were in our little teepees, eating our little catfish from down by the river with our little tomahawk and our bows and arrows, trying to find our way in the woods. And then came the Spanish conquistadors and the Vikings and whoever else came that woke up before 11 in the morning because my people were still asleep. and they surprised us, and they conquered and took our lands and banged our women. And then you have people like Mexican Ironman, who is a descendant of such banging activity. Look, Loki, it's not my fault I'm this way. It's because of my historical origins.
That's why you like living in a van down by the river.
Yes, exactly. See, that living in the van down by the river is just like being in a teepee down by the river waiting for salmon.
You'll end up living in a teepee down by the river.
Yep. And I can't be like held guilty because I tend to be sometimes, because that's how my people got started. You see, the thing is, how do you create a Mexican? Well, it's like a baking recipe. You take 1 part white dude, 1 part indigenous chick, you bang them together like that, and then wah, wah, out comes a little Mikey. Wah, wah. So, the downtrodden plight of the brown peoples in California is more so than these black folk that showed up late to the indigenous party. So I don't want to hear anything. Number 1, they should be getting in line ahead of the brown folk. Number 2, the brown folk, we have a problem with our reparations because let's just say Mexican Ironman is a brownie, but then he's also possibly on his birth certificate says Caucasian. Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe. Okay.
But that obviously is a racist mistake, an ist mistake, an ist obiatsi mistake, because you can't be. Yeah.
Well, here's the problem. The problem is that if I want reparations, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean I need to? What does that mean? Does that mean I need to take money out of my one pocket and put it in my Caucasian racist pocket and put it in my indigenous brownie pocket? How does that work? Because I don't think I'm going to get I don't think I'm going to get ahead in life if I just pay reparations to myself for being racist to my own great grandmother. You know what I'm saying?
No.
This is kind of confusing to me.
Yeah, you're confusing me too. I think you're confusing everyone that's listening too. Just a thought.
I think I'm confusing myself. Like, does this mean I'm racist to my own self because I'm born of racist blood? But then I don't know. I feel like I'm mentally shutting down right now. All right. Anyway, what we can all agree on is the fact that Mexican Ironman needs some taco reparations. Let's get me a check.
Mahogany Draws with the $10 super chat says, Mike, quit lying. Your ancestors were known to jump out of windows in the Victorian era and even jumping out of teepees Native American times. Look it up.
Oh, for God's sake. Here we go already. Oh, my God. Okay, I need more coffee.
Big thank you to Mahogany Draws and 6 for your super stickers and your super chats, as well as Ironcaster. You guys keep the fires burning bright. Here on Valhalla, and this one's just for you. Skol!
You're a very funny man, senor.
I know. It's been a while. Hail Loki and Mexican Ironman. It's from Shrebbles. What is up, Shrebbles? Mexican Ironman's reparations are Fanta orange drink and Alf products.
Nope. Yes and no.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Oh, Shrebbles.
Is truckloads of Alf and Fanta orange.
Thank you for the super chat, but that just sounds disgusting. Can you imagine if? Oh, that sounds disgusting. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with Fanta, but I have a confession to make. I recently had a Fanta. I was driving and I parked. Where the fuck was I? I was at some truck stop and they actually had Fanta. So just for shits and giggles, I actually had one. It had so much sugar in it that I'm not used to drinking. I'm not used to drinking sodas anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't drink soda at all. So to have that much sugar, dude, I swear to God, I thought I was back in the early 2000s at a pool party and I just did a line of blow. Like the sugar hit me that hard. I was like, whoa! God! God! I looked over in the passenger seat. Bambino's looking at me like I'm Odin. Bambino's like, and he turned his little head to the right. You know, he looks at me. He's like, you know, he's like worried about it. I was just like hitting the steering wheel. Dude, I felt like I was back at a pool party in the early 2000s listening to house music, and I had just done like a couple lines of like
Oh, God.
powdery
help
stuff
us.
at the Hilton in Vegas with a couple of naked chicks that I met at the pool party.
Uh-huh.
It was like that was what it felt like having a Fanta the other. When was this? Was it 2 weekends ago? I should have told you about this last week. It was 2 weekends ago. Yeah.
Dean Krantz with a 19-month member chat says, howdy, y'all. Mike, where's my coffee? We were supposed to go shooting this morning, and you said you would bring coffee.
What? No. Speaking of going shooting, wait, hold on, Dean. I'm having coffee right here, right now, and I'm just waking up. It's about the 20-minute mark. Usually about the 25-minute marks when I wake up on a Tuesday. So, sorry, Dean. I didn't know we were supposed to go shooting. Are you in town? Speaking of being in town, guess where I'm going on Thursday?
Where?
Thursday, I am flying to Salt Lake City, Utah.
Nice.
I will be meeting up with our hero and brother, Psycho Dwarf 9.
Psycho Dwarf 9.
And then on Friday and Saturday, we are going to be attending. Oh, by the way, I'm no late show this Friday because I'm in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're going to be out in the middle of the mountains together.
Okay.
And we're going to be joining a team of people doing armed response to terrorist attack tactical training for 2 days, including nighttime shooting.
Okay.
So we're going to be out in the wild Friday and Saturday. Trebles, oh wait, are you sure it wasn't trans women Mexican Ironman? Oh, you know what? Okay, you know, Trebles, you show up and you say that to my face here at Hilton Head. Has Mexican Ironman watched my recent ponderance ode to the unseen hero? No. Hold on, let me finish my story. These comments are.
It's all about you.
No, and let me finish. See, now I'm distracted. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Okay, this weekend I'm going to Salt Lake City, Utah, and me was up with Psycho Dwarf 9. Then on Sunday, guess what we're doing? We're getting up and we're driving all the way out to and we're gonna meet up with Shockwave and Gun Bunny.
Nice.
And we're gonna have dinner on Sunday night. And then I don't know what the plans are on Monday, Tuesday, but Psycho Dwarf 9 is apparently planning some itinerary and fun stuff, and we're gonna do like gunslinger stuff. And so basically, I'm going on vacation Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Is that class from Fieldcraft Survival? No, Dean Krantz. It is from. Are you anywhere near Salt Lake City? If you are, I'll send you DM me. Are you on Twitter? No, it's not Fieldcraft Survival. It is by John Farnham, Defensive Training International. John, I am a huge student of John Farnham. I attended half a dozen of his trainings, and he is #1 for tactical defensive training. Although I have done Warrior Poet, I'm thinking about doing Fieldcraft Survival later in the year. I've done GTAC Tactical, which is big down here in the South, and I'm probably going to do the Hive. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. The bottom line is
you've got
I'm going to have a mini meetup this weekend with people in Valhalla, and I am so excited to meet Gun Buddy. I'm super excited to meet Shockwave. I can't wait to see Psycho Dwarf 9 again. And so if anybody's in the Salt Lake City or Mountain Home, Idaho area or by or in between those two cities, between Sunday and Tuesday, let me know.
You've got a complaint, and it's from a member. Too.
Locust Mornings of Mischief, Brightest Day audiobooks and science fiction member with a member chat who's been a member at the Warriors of Asgard level for the last 7 months says, need to return my iron thing. It's giving me a rusty trombone.
See, this is why we do not sell these on the morning show.
Hey, I think it's outside the 30-day warranty. We're safe anyways.
Yes, I do remember. It's sitting on the table in my entryway, just in case any fools try and rush in my front door.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna take that one out too, and we're gonna go shoot it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we're actually gonna load it up with the yours is sitting there, but it doesn't have any cartridges. It doesn't have any black powder in it. I'm sure because I tried to figure it out myself. I actually bought all the stuff to do it, and I got all fucking confused and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. So I'm taking it with me so he can show me how to do it because I bought all the black powder. I bought the shell casings. But I couldn't get it all together. When I tried to load the bullet in the chamber, the thing fell out and it broke apart. I was like, wow, I suck. Like, can you imagine me on the Wild West?
What
no wonder
fell
my
out? The bullet fell out?
Huh?
The bullet fell out?
Well, I didn't have the cartridge. The cylinder flipped out because I didn't have it pushed in all the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I would have been awful in the Wild West. No, see, this is why we know my people would have lost the West. Like, even if you gave us firearms back then, we didn't know what to do with them. Give us a good stick, a good rock, in a bow and arrow, and then we still lost. Yeah. Hey Alexa,
Project.
how do you get skid marks out of a Mexican iron thong? I don't know, Project Cambrian, but you might want to try some bleach. All right, next Alexa question.
Mexican Ironman going to get the 101. Oh, on how to do black powder. Nice.
Yeah. Even though I'm Mexican and it should be brown powder.
A good tomahawk too. Yeah.
Get it? Brown powder.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You need to laugh at my jokes more. I'm funny. I'm hilarious.
Uh-huh. Oh, Brightest Day is going to take it to the Iron Workers Union.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going all the way up to the top.
Oh.
So we've talked about taco reparations. What do you think about the debt ceiling that we are rapidly making our way towards?
I think this is a whole bunch of horse shit. America needs to be managed better. This country's out of control, and I want to know something, Loki. And you need to answer for this.
I need to answer? What did I do? I don't run the damn country.
You and all the white people need to answer for when are you guys going to get organized and stop all this horse shit from going on? When
everything goes to hell.
Dude, you white people need to like get your act together. There's more of you guys are watching your white liberal cousins just destroy shit. When are you guys gonna put this thing to an end?
Have you ever heard a saying called "Don't upset the apple cart"?
Yeah, but the apple cart's completely jacked up right now.
I understand the apple cart has been spray painted, it's been abused, it's been knocked over, but the majority of my brethren don't see that, and they haven't seen that yet. And until they see that, they're not gonna get up. It's like remember the stories back in the day about the giant that was sleeping, and the guy'd go in there and he'd steal shit, and then he stole the golden goose. And when the golden goose got stolen and made a noise, finally the giant woke up and chased his ass.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of the way America is.
Okay.
Then yeah, I know it's all my fault. It is all my fault.
Yeah, you're the guy that missed it. I don't think you understand it. Like the whole reason I'm bringing these matters to your attention, sir, is because you are the goddess of the god of mischief, and you, sir, need to take some action for your mischievous occurrings in your country.
Well, see, it's not going to work out like that. Nobody's gonna like. Okay, so how many people are out there in their middle American lives doing their middle American life shit, not wanting to upset their middle American way of doing things? How many people out there are like that? Okay, yeah, sure. You probably got a percentage of Karens that spend their entire time fighting for the blah blah blah, what the fuck ever. Oh my God, Me Too's and the Me Too's and the inequalities and all this shit. Sure, I'm sure you've got probably, a good 20-25% of the Karens out there who have absolutely nothing else to fucking do in their daily lives besides fight for equity. It's equity now, not equality. Remember that. It's equity. And they're going to do something. But the other 75%, they don't give a shit. They just want to get through their day, get their kids to school, get them off to college, and bang the yard boy that comes by to mow their lawn.
Loki, I have to correct you. The current word is no longer bang. The new word is smash.
Smash. Yeah, there you go. Smash.
Smash is what we're saying in the dating market these days.
Smash the yard boy that comes by to mow their lawn.
Bang is more of a post-2000s, pre-2020 term. In the last few years, the new term is smash. So I smashed that chick. That chick smashed me. Mexican Ironman was smashed. In the Spanish, it would be if we're going Spanish, it would be to smashear. Smashiaste, me smashiaste. Te voy a smashear. I'm making up my own Spanish words. Adega Outlaw says, Mexican Ironman, the tolerance of good people is deep and sincere. When that tolerance limit has been met, fury and horror of the just will rain down upon the vile that no one will be able to oppose. I swear nobody is better than with words on print than Dega. Fuck, man, it's just profound. He packs more of a punch in a fewer words than anyone I know.
That's right.
All right. So what does that say? So are you in the Dega telling me that Mexican Ironman doesn't have to wake up pissed off at this country every day, and that you're telling me that at some point that I'm going. What is he saying now, Southern Viking? Southern Viking, you stop that talk right now.
I get to see Mikey.
Viking,
he opens his closet, and in the middle of everything, he's got his suits. He's got his suits all lined up and perfect. And then he's got his pants all lined up and perfect below them. But in between that, on a shelf, there's like a glass box that is nothing but women's wedding rings.
I have a feeling Mexican Ironman has a stash of married women's rings he keeps as mementos. Right. Sure, I do. That is, first of all, that's creepy, and that would be weird. That would be super weird. Wait a minute. That's not even possible because I don't even bang or smash married women.
Sure you don't.
You guys are crazy. You guys gotta stop that talk. All right, what was I talking about? All right, I was talking about something important. What was I talking about? Oh, you're telling me that I can stop waking up pissed off every day because you're telling me that at some point or another that that justice shall reign and goodness shall win over evil. Because right now, all I see happening every day is evil winning. I see our president's family, I see IRS problems. I see Biden selling out our country to China. I see crime everywhere. I see the economy is going to shit. Banks are foreclosing or crashing or getting taken over by FDIC. I could go on for another 2 hours.
Does the average soccer mom still get her Starbucks every day?
Yeah. Why? What does that have to do with it?
Because take that shit away from people, and they will become the nastiest, evil fucking people you have ever met in your life.
What do you mean?
Quark said it best in Deep Space Nine about humans.
Okay.
Humans, they're nice, and they're so nice and so welcoming. But you take away their comforts, take away their root beer, take away their holodecks, take away their sleep, take away all these things.
Internet
will become the most evil people when you back them into a corner.
Well, but I don't see any way that that's going to happen because all I keep seeing is that these liberal progressive dipshits just keep taking.
And one day that they will take too much, and that'll be the end of it all.
When's that going to happen?
Have the wrath.
I mean, I need it to happen
sometimes.
Soon. I can't wait 20 some odd years till I'm 70 whatever years to get my reparation check.
Sometimes things have to hit rock bottom before people wake up and realize that they have been lied to and taken advantage of. It's not just the left, guys. It's not just the left, because the other side does it too. There's some moderates out there that actually want to do good work and help people, but the other side's just as bad. They'll try and take advantage of you and blame it on video games and tell you that you need to be in church, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, or if you don't do this, you're just as bad as this. Both sides, both extremities, when you go to extremes like this, both sides are wrong. And usually it's the people in the middle that try and work the shit out. But guess what? The people in the middle are all being held down and being silenced because you're not on one side or the other. Mim has a chain hauberk made of wedding ring trophies. Holy shit. Yeah, ring mail. That's your ring mail. What's a
hauberk?
It's like a... It's chest armor.
Oh, that. What? No, I don't. That's kind of funny, though. That's kind of funny. Well, when is this all this shit? When are the white people going to rise up against the evil white people, and then I get to join the battle? Because I'm pro team. I'm hashtag team white guy.
Thank you, Psychodorf 9. When people have had enough.
Well, I've had enough.
And they're tired of it. I understand you have. I understand you have. And you're ready
I've
to
had
go
it.
out and
I'm tired of waiting. I wake up pissed off every day. Every day I have to fight. I come up with every week, at least once a week. There's something that comes up with trying to raise my 10-year-old. That woke Hollywood is crashing and burning. That I have to avoid that fucking burning tire in the cultural road as I try to navigate and turn my 10-year-old from a good-hearted boy into what will be a strong and independent and honorable man. And it is harder and fucking harder every fucking day to do that as our dad in this fucking country that's being fucked up by these fucked up assholes.
imagine this.
What?
Imagine what Dave Bob says, being squeezed. You're being squeezed by both sides. And nobody knows what to do about it. But eventually,
no, I'm being squeezed by the left, and on the right side are my dumbass, the far right are my dumbass fucking placating, do nothing Republican fucks that are hoping it all goes away when it won't unless you take action. That's what I'm being crushed by the radical left, and I'm on a rock. I'm between a rock and a boulder right now. That's what I feel.
Imagine the average soccer mom coming home, turning on the TV. She, she comes in, she's like, lights on, channel 4, and she's walking around listening to TV, and the TV's got some fucking news chick on it that's saying, we're in downtown Philadelphia today, and there is a disturbance, but it is mostly peaceful, while a fucking building burns behind her. And that lady's never going to know that because she's walking around trying to do her shit. She's got her own mission, and she's just listening. She's paying absolutely no attention to what's on the TV, but she can hear it. So in her mind, there's some shit going on in Philadelphia, but it's mostly peaceful protesting. When in reality, what we have seen is burning cars, burning buildings. They've taken over the city. They're not letting anybody out. They're not letting anybody in. The police have no way to deal with it because most of them have been fired. They've been trained improperly. They can't carry weapons. They've been neutered, basically. So that's what you and I see because we're actually paying attention. The average everyday person is just going about their average everyday life, not paying attention to what's really going on. They just want to get on with their lives.
All right. So when does it get better?
When they can't.
When is that happening?
If the debt ceiling falls out and everything goes to shit and we're back in the dark ages, then yeah, people are going to be pissed and people aren't going to want to deal with it, and you're going to have all kinds of shit happen. That's what it's got to get to. It's got to get to the I hate to use this term. It's got to get to the Pearl Harbor 9/11 type of shit. Something like that has to happen.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is.
Oh,
Something dramatically bad has to happen before people are going to wake up and go, what the fuck is going on?
Well, then I want my reparations check now.
Well, you'd have to move back to California.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you pay me the reparations check since I'm on your channel right now, and then I'll give you a pay you back later IOU from Gavin Newsom.
Magic Mags, good morning, Mags.
Hi,
How are you doing? She says, Loki, you're correct. The right is just as bad as the left. Purity spirals, moral authority on both sides are terrible. People don't want to see it, and people get used by both sides. People get used by both sides. I'm not doing this left or right shit. I said a long time ago that I was going to figure it out on my own. I will vote for and deal with who I want to vote for and deal with. And that means none of these sons of bitches, that means none of them are going to get my vote. Well, Loki, if you don't vote, well, I'm taking a stand against this shit the way it is now. And that's just the way it is. But you got to vote, Loki. No, I don't. No, I don't. If they don't deserve it, then they don't get it. Food insecurities. People go hungry. Right here. This is something very simple. This is something very simple that a lot of people take for granted. Right here.
What?
The ability to eat. Food.
Yeah.
guess what? Guess what happens if there's not enough food to go around? Guess what happens if you can't afford food? Guess what happens if a hamburger costs $20 because beef's so expensive? Because guess what? It's only for the rich now.
Dude, I bought a couple sandwiches for me and my client that we had lunch the other day. Dude, the fucking, where were we at? Jersey Mike, Subway? Where the fuck were we? I don't know. It was like $24 or $22 and change. It's like, what the fuck? When did that happen? Like, when did that happen? When did 2 footlongs cost that kind of money? Like, I don't remember that 10 years ago. Wasn't 10 years ago they were like $6 or something each?
Yeah.
When the fuck did this happen?
It's been happening. It's been happening over the course of the last 2 years.
Well, you white people need to fix it. I'm tired of waiting.
Dean Krantz disagrees. He said the country cannot survive another event like that. After 9/11, we became significantly less free and people cheered to keep us safe. I will protect myself. Same thing, exact same thing happened after Pearl Harbor. How many people got locked up after Pearl Harbor?
I don't know. Who are we gonna lock up this time?
Think about that.
You people can't lock me up. That's what I'm saying.
You people? What do you mean by you people? What the hell are you saying?
Well, you're either with me and write me a check or you're against me. That's what I say. And you know what, Loki? I just realized we can't be friends. You know why?
Why?
Because you're white and racist, and I'm brownie.
No,
and
actually,
I saw it on the news. We're not even supposed to be friends, let alone brothers.
I have American Indian ancestry.
Shit. Damn it. I was trying to find
someone. Which means we were probably
I was trying to find somebody close to me that I could say was racist. You were my pick today.
Which means back in the day, it was probably like, my ancestor and your ancestor were sitting by the teepees, and you were like, "Hey, Loki ancestor, look at my canoe," and I smashed it and laughed at you, and you were like, your ancestor was like, "Why did you do that to my canoe?" And I said, "Because I could."
And so the legend in Native American tongue, the legend of the brownie was born. I wasn't a skinwalker, I was a brownie walker.
So it's probably how that worked out. Loki, I don't think food insecurity will give you the event you want to see. I don't want to see any of this. Don't mistake this. Mike asked me a question. Mike asked me, what do you think it's going to take to get to this point? I don't want to get to this point. I want people to wake up and realize what the hell is going on. But Loki, doesn't that mean you want them to be woke? No, I want them to open their eyes and see that they are being taken advantage of by their government, by the people that work for their government, by the people that make money because they're part of the government. All this shit. Have you ever heard of how to create a power vacuum in a government so that it is replaced by the everyday person that isn't out to make millions and millions and millions of dollars off the government? You remove the problem and create a power vacuum. And then you fill that vacuum with everyday, normal, hardworking people. And then guess what? Shit gets done and peace is closer. I learned that from Guns and fucking Roses, for God's sakes.
Loki, did I announce to you the new channel sponsorship for our Tuesday morning show?
No, I didn't know.
Well, since I'm a self-appointed CFO, I didn't think I needed to go to my CEO, which is you, for approval, and I just went ahead and made this deal happen to get us some sweet cash nectar on our Tuesday morning show. You know who our new sponsor is? Bud Light.
No.
Yep. Bud Light.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No. I refuse. No.
I'm here to announce.
All sponsorship deals have to go through me. We agreed on that a long time ago. No. All sponsorships have to be signed off on me. Nope. nope,
Okay, here's
nope,
the deal.
nope, 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 nope,
Here,
nope,
let me make my
nope,
case.
nope,
Let me make my
nope,
case.
nope,
Let me make my
nope,
case.
no,
Okay,
no,
all
no,
right.
and
True or
no.
false? True or
No,
false?
no,
There's
no,
at
no,
least
no, no,
one
no, no, no,
financial
no, 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 no,
decision.
no.
There's at least
No, we are not partnering with Bud Light. I don't care if they came in the studio and offered me $1 million. I will tell them to suck my big fat and they can go off and bang
Well, that's
Dylan
it's funny.
Mulvaney.
It's funny.
No, and no.
All right, fine. It's funny you mentioned that though, because that's what I told him you do for the $1 million sponsorship. So you're already on board.
Dean Grant said, after Pearl Harbor, my grandpa, born in Imst, Australia, had a radio electronics shop. FBI came and took all his stuff because even though he was 3 when he got here, he wasn't American enough. I know. Dean knows.
You only have to live stream from the hot tub one time for this new partnership.
And they didn't trust anybody. They didn't trust anybody but themselves. Mahogany draws with $5 super chat. And guess what? This push to socialism and communism is only going to make everything worse.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That's
We usually don't get this far into politics.
Yeah, but
Loki should make his own mead for Valhalla. Actually, I used to make some really good apple shine back in the day. I'd probably do that. It's like a beer. It's honey mead. I've made mead out of honey before, but you need some like really good wooden barrels, some really good old wooden barrels to do it in. It gives it a flavor, gives it a certain flavor. I don't like making it in like a plastic bottle, so that's the problem. And glass, glass isn't. I don't like using glass either. You need like a really good wooden keg to make it in. Yeah, this is more satire than politics. It's true, with some politics sprinkled in there. It is. It was for Butt Light. Yeah, you misread the contract, dumbass.
What?
It was for Butt Light.
I'm not wearing a light on my butt. I don't care how much money's involved. That's not happening. I am not putting a light on my butt for any reason whatsoever. There's nothing that can happen that's going to get me to endorse any Butt Light projects.
Mm-hmm.
I will not have any lighting on my butt and under any circumstances whatsoever, sir.
And thank you, Machini, for that super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here on Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother. Skull! Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican Ironman wants a Fanta, 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 ah, Fanta, Fanta, ah, Fanta, Fanta, ah. Mm-hmm.
That was pretty funny. That's pretty funny. All right, well, let's see. What did we establish this morning?
An iron thong is okay, but you draw the line at a light?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want any lighting up in the kind of nether regions up there. I mean, an iron thong is different because, you have, reinforcement and ensuring that nothing will damage what we would call the Mexican pyramid jewels of our ancient Aztec ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's why we need the iron thong. Mexican iron fleshlight. Uh-oh. That's a pretty fucking... Okay, well, and the cherry's saying that. Okay. Suddenly, I see my mind changing. Ha-ha!
Penta, penta, ah. Penta, penta, ah. Penta, penta, ah. Traffic light for Mexican Ironman's butt. Green means go.
Hey, no. Nuh-uh. No. No. Mexican Ironman does not roll that way.
The iron thong sounds like a chastity belt. It is. It's got Everlast on the front of it.
Yes, but certain ladies might be able to earn the key. Yeah.
So metrosexual Ironman lighting is being sold where?
Wait, Mags, you stop that right now. There's no metrosexual Ironman.
I tend to disagree.
No.
Mm-hmm. There's an entire video just for it.
God,
That's what you get. See, you fucked yourself on that one.
How's that?
Because I agreed. Me and Snowdub sat down, and he was like, "You got to quit playing that metrosexual clip." He goes, "It's not fair to Mikey. You got to quit doing that. You're ruining his reputation." And you know what I said?
What?
I said,
didn't
you
give
know
a
what?
shit.
I said, you know what? You're right. I agree with you. And we shook hands, and I said, I won't play it again. And you know what you did? You pulled that tranny shit on Snow the other day, and he called me and was like, green light on Metrosexual Ironman. And I was like, fuck yeah, all right. We're back in business, boys.
So that's why I didn't see it for a couple weeks?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's been MIA, because me and Snow sat down and had a conversation, and then you fucked up.
I thought I was being funny that morning. Well, here's how I really screwed up. I saw him live in the chat at the beginning of the stream. I thought I did. And then I started telling all those jokes, and he wasn't even there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was so mad. I'm like, he wasn't even freaking there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And let's see. Do you have an update on Sparta? Indeed, I do. Sparta's fine. Sparta's doing just fine. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. There's Sparta. She's chilling. All new water system. All new cooler.
See how long that lasts.
She's doing great. Oh, don't you even start with that shit. She's got an all new Corsair cooling system. It looks beautiful. It's working great. It's keeping Sparta super cool. So she was down in the 20s, the high 20s the other day, and I was in the middle of a game, and I was like, holy shit, she's doing great. She's got to move, though. She's got to get ready to move. So Loki is moving.
When is the move happening?
Next month. It'll be June. So it's either going to be on the 23rd or the 30th.
Wow, that was fast.
So we are getting the hell out of here and moving into a house. So
wow.
Well, this apartment's just too damn small, man. It's too
There's only
small.
2 of you.
I understand that, but we have a lot of shit, and I'm like boxed in here, man. I've got stuff all over the place. You do realize I've removed half of what was in this office, and I'm still cramped.
How are you cramped? Oh, you got records and the thing.
Records,
You need
games,
to stop buying
movies.
Well, you need to stop buying gaming systems that you're never going to use. That's what I think. I mean, why buy? It's like buying like an old carburetor that's just going to sit around and do nothing.
Oh no. In the new house, I'm gonna have it all set up. Everything's gonna be set up. Everything's gonna be ready to go.
All your different consoles.
All the different consoles.
Including the ones that are 100 years old that you own.
Including the ones that are 100 years old. So I have a CDI. I found all my games for that as I've been cleaning out my my.
Wait, so you're actually going to set up all of these old consoles and all these old and play some of these games I've been watching you buy for the last 3 years?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'll have room.
So you're going to set up an old Nintendo, an old Sega, an old Xbox. Like, what do you have?
Okay, so I have a
Explain to me what
Atari.
you got.
I have an Atari 2600.
You're going to set up an Atari 2600.
Yes. I have an Atari 2600.
Oh my God, I'm so
I have a
jealous
bunch
right
of
now.
games. I've got an NES. I've got a Super NES. I've got a Sega Genesis. I've got a Sega Saturn. I've got a Sega Dreamcast, which is the last of the Segas. I've got multiple original Xboxes. I've got 2 PS2s, one white, one black. I've got a Nintendo 64, but it doesn't work. I've got a GameCube. I've got a Wii. I don't have to hook the GameCube up because I've got one of the white Wiis that has the original. You can play GameCube games in it.
Right.
So you just hook up a GameCube controller to that. So I don't have to hook up the GameCube. But the N64 I have doesn't work. I'm going to go open that up and clean it, though, and see if I can just clean it out, and maybe that'll fix it. I don't know. We'll see.
Wow,
I did
so
that with my
actually-
Super Nintendo. And
You're actually going to set up all of these consoles at the house so you can play any given console, any given game at any given time.
And thanks to our brother 24/7 Fusion, I've got a old 38-inch CRT TV, the fat one.
No,
Fat
you
ones,
don't.
yes.
No, you
That
don't.
he gave me before he moved into his place in Houston.
And
So
it has the connectors on the back.
It's got the connectors
so
on the
you
back.
you don't have to try to jerry rig the
No, because that's
HD.
the way I've got it set up now. So what I've got set up now is in
God,
my
I remember I
office-
used to have a Radio Shack switch that I could do all of those ins and outs to the TV with 3 consoles at the same time. The old consoles.
Okay,
with the
so I have
cables.
6. I have 6 hooked up.
Okay.
And what it does is it all runs off of an HDMI multi-box that goes into hookup 4 on my TV.
Okay.
So I've got a little remote that I can switch from 1 to 6, and all those run through one HDMI hub. And everything.
Oh my God! No way! So you can actually run HDMI optional to the TV.
Yes, and everything that it's hooked up to is off of the audio video cables, the white, yellow, and red AV cables.
Wow.
So even the Atari is ran up like that because I've got the adapter for it.
Wow.
The Xbox that I've actually got a permanent HDMI connector.
Okay.
So you plug that in just directly into the back of the Xbox, and there's an HDMI port. You just plug that in. So that plugs right into the original OG Xbox that did not have the capability to run HDMI.
Wow.
Now some people are like, yeah, but Loki, that's not native HDMI. It looks absolutely fucking fantastic, and it runs at 1080p. So I'd say that's impressive enough to be HDMI on an Xbox without actually pulling the back of the Xbox off and replacing all that shit. So the HDMI for my N64 ran me $300. The one that I've got for the Wii plugs right in the back of the Wii and is just an HDMI connector that goes right through that. So those are easy enough to get. They're just a little expensive, but this is all shit I've been collecting for like 20 years. So there's some stuff I'm missing, but I almost bought a PS1, and I mean like the 001 PS1 at the convention in a really good box for
dude. But the
$300.
graphics on that thing at this point are so fucking ancient.
Well, I got a PS3 instead. I got a PS3 for less. So I got a PS3 in the box that had never been opened. That was it's the Killzone 3 bundle box. I got that for like $260 at the convention. And that was a steal.
That right there should be $500 to $600 easy if it's boxed and shit.
Well, he gave me that because I bought that Xbox.
Okay.
So I was like, what kind of a deal will you give me if I buy both? And he was like, $1,000 total. So
yeah,
I was like, okay,
that's a deal.
That fucking steal. Now, there's a lot of people that don't want to pay that much for an original OG Xbox. This is in the box. This has never been used. This has never been pulled out and used. It's been open to verify contents. That's it. So I'll take that. I'll take the original Xbox. And Mike saw that Xbox. He was like, damn, that's clean. And I was like, yeah. Hell yes, it is. So yeah, I've got a ton of shit I'm gonna hook up. It'll kind of look like Jeremy's room over at Geeks and Gamers when I'm done.
Sweet.
But yeah, I've got the CRT TV for the older consoles, and I've got a big screen, and then we're gonna have a theater room. So yes, I'm going to make a theater room where I can watch movies.
Sweet.
I've got an Epson. I think it's a 2700, and it's an Epson something like that. 3700, 2700 that has 7 million lumini or whatever shit, and surround sound. So yeah, that'll be great. Just set up a screen, 200-inch screen, and you've got your own theater room.
Dude, that's gonna look bitchin', dude. Like it's gonna be like seriously bitchin' looking.
An RGB mod is a red green. Yeah, or no, that's RGW. Yeah, whatever. Thank you again. Yeah, Machini says, Mike, a lot of PS1 games have aged well to the point where they look brand new when upscaled to 1080. Same for PS2 games if you run an emulator. Yeah, I can do all that off of my PC, off of Sparta. Not this hunk of junk, but Sparta. But I'm real happy with this as far as broadcasting goes. So
sweet.
Are we out of here? Are we done? Is that it? Are we finished? Finito?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. Machini draws.
Machini draws with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend, so very much for that. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one's just for you, brother, because I know you like this one. Skol!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter, and I will be back later on today with Pops for Pops Talk, where we're going to be talking about a great kick-ass movie. And I will be back on after that, 30 minutes after that, with Daryl the Derelict to talk about Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. We're going to be in book 1, The Gunslinger. Until then, guys, take care. Have a great one. And we'll be seeing you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.